if you're a male loan officer and you want to attract more female realtor partners, stick around because I'm going to share 2 books that are going to give you a whole bunch of ideas on exactly how to do that. I'm Nick Carpenter. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Appreciate you for being here. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you can get notified every time I'm putting out new content. And brand new for 2026, I'm going to start picking 1 comment per month. I'm going to use a random comment picker, and I'm going to pick 1 comment per month, and I'm going to help you publish a book on Amazon if you are in the mortgage business. Okay, I've got 4 different books you can pick from. This is the offer that we always sell at 15minutemortgagebook.com for $39.97, but I'm going to be giving away 1 book for free every single month. I'm going to pick it on the last day of the month using a random comment generator. So if you want to be able to be entered into that prize every single month, make sure that you're leaving comments on these videos. Okay, so today we're talking about how if you're a male loan officer, which is primarily the mortgage industry, obviously there's females, no disrespect, it is a male-driven industry. Just like real estate is a female-driven industry. That doesn't mean males can't have success and, you know, there's not amazing guys out here. I mean, like my buddy Joe Brickman down in Florida kills the game, man. Like if you want to follow a realtor that's just crushing life, make sure you follow Joe Brickman down in Miami. Okay, so I'm going to get into these 2 books. These books shaped a ton of what we do inside the Legion of Loan Officers, and I just think that every loan officer should read both of these books, okay? Now, number 1, I'm missing the cover, okay? I'm missing the actual, like, cover, and you can see, got a little fun signed version, but this is 7 Levels of Communication, okay, by Michael J. Mayer. This book is on Amazon. It's been in the top 5 probably for realtors, I don't know, forever, as long as I can remember, at least for the past 5 or 8 years, it's been in the top books on Amazon. Now, 7 Levels of Communication, this book is actually geared, let me bring it over here. This book is actually geared towards realtors, okay? The reason I think loan officers should read it is because of that, because it teaches amazing strategies for realtors, different things around live events. If you join the Legion or you're in the Legion and you understand our live event process, a ton was inspired by what Michael teaches inside of his book, 7 Levels of Communication. So I think it's a great book for loan officers to read because it teaches an entire realtor marketing strategy, right? So realtors, a lot of them have read the book. That's why it's been in the top 5 on Amazon forever. But if they haven't or they need help implementing, that's where you can come in, right? So you're going to need to read the book in order to know how to implement what he's teaching. So 7 Levels of Communication, this is one of the first books that I would pick up if you want to get into the mind of a realtor, and it's just a really good read, okay? There is some pieces in there about, let's see, I'm trying to get my camera back real quick. There is some pieces in there around the loan officer-realtor relationship, and I mean, he just has really great strategies, okay? So highly recommend that book. I think every loan officer should read it. Now, the second book, and the reason I'm saying specifically about male loan officers attracting female realtors, probably could go the other way. Female loan officers attracting male realtors. I'm assuming that would be easier just by the nature of humans and psychology. Okay, the other book I'm recommending is The Game. Okay, this book is by Neil Strauss, which for all intents and purposes, this guy is like the godfather of the pickup artistry industry, okay? So if you're familiar with pickup artistry, you know, it really started out to teach men how to be better at picking up women. That's the whole point of it, okay? I was introduced to it on a VH1 show called The Pickup Artist, which was led by a guy named Mystery, who was teaching a group of men how to be better, and they would learn, and then in the evening, they would go to the club, or they would go out, and they would actually put it into practice, okay? So The Game teaches a lot around those kind of concepts, around how to be more attractive, how to have a better game to pick up women, okay? Now, I'm by no means suggesting that loan officers, mortgage brokers should sleep with their realtor partners. That's not at all my suggestion here, okay? I'm showing you The Game because a lot of, humans are humans, right? In this case, if you're a male loan officer, you're just a male doing mortgages, just like they're a female who's doing real estate, okay? So the process is kind of the same in terms of attracting them, getting them to trust you, these things, right? There's a lot of sameness in relationships, just a different outcome. Okay, we want to have a business relationship. We want to go make money together versus having a sexual relationship, or whatever that, just a friendship, or whatever that would look like, right? So, but the actual process itself can be very similar. So, I think this book, it's cool. It's kind of like a Bible-ish looking, But anyways, I don't ever see anybody talking about. I don't know what this is, but anyways, I don't ever see anybody talking about this book right here, The Game. And I'm telling you, there is so much to be learned in here. If you're a guy and you want to go get more partners, knowing that majority of them are going to be women, okay? So, hey, look, if you have a book suggestion, I'd love to hear what your suggestions are. I'm sure everybody has suggestions, but do me a favor. Just only suggest books that you've actually read. Not that you've heard somebody else talk about or whatever, but only books that you've actually read and you know that there's real value for a mortgage broker or a loan officer to spend their time reading that book. Outside of the fact that reading itself is very beneficial and all of that, if we want to read some things that are going to actually bring real world value and hopefully make you more money, that's the whole point here. 7 Levels of Communication by Michael J. Mayer and The Game by Neil Strauss. That's 2 that I would highly recommend you start with. And again, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment so you can have a chance to win the very first book, which is the 29th of January when I'm recording this video. So I think we're going to start that in February. So February, is it a leap year or is it February 28th? So February 28th, that's going to be the first day that I'm going to pick a comment and give away a free $39.97 book offer. And appreciate you for being here. If you want to connect and everything like that, got some resources down in the description. We'll catch you on the next one. Later.